Welcome everyone, Mountainspyder here for another game playing with the Torrential Cannon deck. So I actually wasn't paying attention and didn't realize that the ladder reset, so I actually ended up missing the booster and the final card. So now we're going to be going for the Dark Mane Necrozma. So let's jump right back into the action with the Torrential Cannon. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but Torrential Cannon, I'm not enjoying playing with it. It's a great deck, like it's good draw mechanics, it has good supporter cards, but it's just not for me. So these will be the last two matches with Torrential Cannon. I want to go first. Let's go first this game. I normally go second, so let me go first for a change. I don't know, I'm just not enjoying it, so I'm quite looking forward to actually changing decks. I'm still very undecided what deck I want to play, or what deck I want to buy next, whether I want to go for one of the two newer decks, or which of the two newer decks I'm keen to go for. So I think what I'm actually going to be doing is, do I want Huey or do I actually want Timer Ball? We'll go for Huey first. I'm actually going to be playing with the Enchanted Echoes deck, just as something different, because I think it'll be quite fun. I've got the second turn. I might actually go for a switch to get Collect off. Oh no, I went first. I'm so used to going second. Let's go for a Timer Ball. I really need to get, hopefully, a Squirtle and a Blastoise out. Okay, there's Blastoise. For an evolution Pokemon. Sorry, I forgot it was Timer Ball. Let's get Blastoise out and let's get a Gold Duck out. Because I've got a Wartortle in my hand already. So let's get those two cards out. So used to going second, I just completely forgot I was actually going first, so I can't go for Collect. That's okay though. Next turn I can get a Pidgeotto down and get Airmail going. Okay, my opponent doesn't have a bench at the moment, but again, playing with the deck he's using, he's got Call for Family. He'll have a bench up and going in no time. There's the Charmander already. I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent has a Charmeleon in hand. Okay, let's get Airmail going. And hopefully going to be drawing into a Nest Ball works. Nest Ball at least lets me get a Squirtle out. I want. Yeah, I definitely want a Squirtle. Okay. Let's go Squirtle down the field. Next turn going to Wartortle. The turn after going to Blastoise. And let's get the Squirtle going. And let's go Collect. So yeah, I'm going to be going into playing Enchanted Echo after this video. I'm quite looking forward to playing with that deck again. I think it's going to be quite challenging because it is an older deck. It is significantly old compared to the decks that are being played at the moment. The nice thing with that is we won't be seeing any mirror matches, but I think it's going to be quite challenging to get more wins with it. Especially if I'm going to be trying to actually push and get this ladder done. Because the newer decks do tend to be quite a lot stronger than the older decks. And that being said, it's going to be quite a fun challenge to play with an older deck. Now, I see my opponent did bring out the Charizard there. I'm not sure why they're going the Charizard route rather than the Nidoqueen route, knowing that they're playing into a water deck, where I'm going to have the advantage against them. And my opponent saw that I pulled a Blastoise out of my deck. So, a bit of a strange play on their side. Don't want to be reshuffling my hand, actually, so I'd rather go for the Golduck. Okay, and let's get another energy going on Wartortle. And let's just carry on drawing. Because for now, I don't really need to be doing damage. I don't see the need of it. Because I'd rather just bring in the Blastoise at a later stage and then just do a lot more. The other options, actually, once I got Blastoise down, is wait and stall out his Charizard, because I know he's going to be having the Charizard right there. I don't want Charizard to be knocking out my Blastoise this early on in the game. So I don't want my opponent to have the ability to swap in to a Charizard. Okay, so Blastoise is finally going to be going down. Yes, that's what I want. I was about to say I'm really looking for a Golduck. Golduck, 4 Psyducks. Okay. Because Golduck is very good against my opponent's deck, because a lot of his Pokemon only have one attack, Well, when I say a lot of his Pokemon, I mean his big threats, his Nidoqueen and his Charizard. They only have one attack each. So if I'm able to stall out those attacks, that much the better. Let's go for... Do I need a Time Ball? I need a Time Ball more than I need energy. So let's get that going. We can use Time Ball and we can try and get ourselves... Oh, never mind. We can try and get ourselves absolutely nothing, apparently. Let's see. Can I get Powerful Squall off? Can I get 2 energies? I can get 2 energies. So I'm thinking is actually evolving my Pidgeotto into Pidgeot. And then, let's get this going. Blastoise, charge you up. So let's get the momentum going as quickly as possible. So let's retreat. Let's get this mechanic going. I don't need to use Airmail anymore now that I've got Blastoise down. It was nice early Blastoise actually. Let's get the Psyduck going to get Golduck going online as soon as possible. And let's go for Whirlwind. Pick up the first prize card, put pressure on my opponent, and let's get the ball rolling. I'm not terribly worried about losing a Pidgeot to Charizard. Pidgeot's not really a win con in my opinion for this, in this particular match. I do love this Pidgeot. The fact that it has Whirlwind, which forces your opponent to swap out, and Spin Storm can be very situationally good. However, that being said, in this match, my main win cons are going to be the Golduck sitting in my hand and this Blastoise. Because if he goes for the evolution, yeah, he's busy charging up for the Nidoqueen. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really worried about this. If my Pidgeot goes down, it's not the end of the world. That's a bit of a strange play for my opponent, knowing I have a fully ready Blastoise in the bench, but okay. I'm perfectly okay with that play. Okay, let's get Blastoise down. Now what okay, my opponent was just trolling with that. Okay, well there's the first one with the Torrential Cannon. As I said, it is a really good deck. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not enjoying playing it all that much. Okay, so, getting there. Hopefully I can get quite a nice win streak going so that I can end up finishing this as soon as possible. And let's jump into the next Torrential Cannon game. Let's see if we can pick up 2 wins straight. So, going into the... I want to say Blazing Inferno, but it's not Blazing Inferno. The Charizard deck. Ooh, this is a nice old deck. And it's a water deck, which means Golduck has that much extra value on it. Okay, let's call for heads. Okay, let's see what I go. I don't actually really mind going first or second with this deck. Getting the pressure on, because the deck has so much offensive power, is great. I didn't actually see, wasn't paying attention to who's going first. I think I'm going first. Going first isn't the end of the world because you can get a lot of offensive pressure going. And if you go second, again, it's not a bad thing because you can get the draw mechanic going. So because I'm going first, I think I'm going first. Let me go for Psyduck first, as my active Pokemon. I really need to pay attention to this a lot more. I'd rather get Psyduck down, because I would quite like my Pidgey, hopefully to evolve and get Airmail off. But if I'm going first, it doesn't really help me having Pidgey down, because I can't get collect value off. I'd rather get Psyduck down as my active Pokemon, which can hopefully stop my opponent from playing Trainer Pokemon, which will slow them down a little bit. I wish I could click on the box art to see what deck they're actually playing. Something blue. I don't recognize it. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Handball, I haven't seen this one. Wave Splash, 10 damage, and Water Splash, 10 plus damage. Flip a coin, if heads attacked at 20 more damage. Oh, it looks like my opponent's actually going first. It would have been better having the Pidgey down, so I could get collect off quicker, but again, I'm not too concerned about that. My hand is basically only draw. A Professor on this first turn could... Ooh, no energy for my opponent. That's really bad. Okay, let's go for Professor. Let's see what we get. There's the Golduck. That is really, really good to see. And let's charge up the Psyduck. Let's get a Nest Ball going. Let's see what can get some more basic Pokemon out. I've got Pidgey, I've got a Squirtle, I've basically got everything I need. I wouldn't mind having a second Psyduck out. And again, I have Pokemon Fan Club, which I can't use because I use Professor. Okay, Pidgey, I don't want to play a second Pidgey at this stage of the game, so I'm going to go straight into Headache. Taking the casual 30 damage is not bad, and my opponent can't play trainer cards. That's huge. That is a really, really nice advantage. Nice thing is that I can actually go straight into Golduck next turn and get Amnesia off. Unfortunately, I won't get the KO, but it will stop any extra damage coming off my opponent's side. I'm not sure if my opponent is actually playing this game, because they didn't get an energy down. I actually think they might have timed out. I think they're timing out. Okay, let's just go for the draw, just in case my opponent isn't timing out. But I'm fairly certain the fact that they played no energy and no bench Pokemon that they're timing out. Just to play this as quickly as possible. But unfortunately, I don't like picking up wins like this. I know it's win streaking and it's convenient, but it's a bit irritating. Because it's a waste of time. But anyway, so I'm very excited to play with Enchanted Echo. Oh, my opponent is actually playing this game. Huh, okay. So I'm quite excited to play with Enchanted Echo again. I've played with it a few times before. It's been quite hit and miss. But again, it's a lot of fun. It's an EV deck, it gets your evolutions out quickly, but it has very few supporter cards, which I don't like. But if you have enjoyed these videos, please do let me know what decks you want to play, and what decks you want to see played before you end up committing and buying them. I do have 650, 670 Pokepoints, so I can buy any deck. So if there is a specific deck you want to see, please do let me know, and I can then at least showcase it nicely. Let me see, Swim. If any of your opponent's Pokemon have any energy cards attached to them, you may... Okay, so... okay, I was going to go for quite dirty plays and just go straight for the Articuno and leave the Panpour. But anyway, okay, let's jump into one more because that wasn't really a proper game. Okay, let's get some more Pokepoints going. There we go. Yeah, so I'm sitting on 778. So I can definitely pick up a new deck and, yeah, basically test it out. I'm quite happy to do an older deck challenge. Like I said, going back to playing the Enchanted Echo. That will always be quite fun. Obviously, picking up one of the newer decks will make it easier to climb on the ladder and do better with this season. But again, it's fun. Basically, I'd rather have fun games than just play to win. I'm not... Obviously, playing to the best of your ability is important. And going for your best plays, that is a better way to play it. And, okay, let me actually go first and try to remember it now. But again, I'd rather enjoy my game. I've never been a fan of net listing and net decking. Okay, I'm going first. So, let's go for the Pidgey, because this hand... Actually, no, let's go for Farfetch'd down first. I'm not a big fan of net listing, so playing Hearthstone, playing Magic the Gathering, I would rather build a deck I enjoy playing and build a deck of my own than actually going for the net list. And the reason I'm playing the theme decks at the moment is because they're really fun, just out of the box decks, and you don't have to customize them. And because I'm playing free to play, I've put zero money into this game, I've put zero real life codes into this game, the QR codes. So this is purely free to play. And one nice thing is, with the option of playing with the theme deck challenges, where you're using a theme deck and your opponent is only using a theme deck, it is a lot of fun because it's very fair. It's very balanced. You're not going up against people who have spent a significant amount of money on the game and you simply have absolutely no chance of doing anything. And that's an issue I had with playing Hearthstone, was that you, like the first week, or first month even, of a new set coming out, if you going up against an opponent who has forked out $100 of booster packs, it ends up being very difficult to play, because generally when a new set comes out, it's more powerful than the previous set. And understandably so, because they've got to essentially move units. So whatever new decks come out, they tend to be that much better than your previous ones. And again, it's power creep. It happens in basically every single game out there. You get power creep to some extent or the other. And playing this theme deck challenge is one nice way to avoid that, in the sense that as long as you're playing with the newer decks, it's always balanced. So as long as you're playing to the times, it's always balanced. This has actually been a really, really nice start. Let's get another Psyduck going. I mean, I'm going to have Blastoise on turn 3, which you really can't complain about. Let's go for the Squirtle for the moment. And let's just get some draws going. So yeah, this has actually been a fantastic start. I was able to get Farfetch'd down as my active Pokemon, which is always the start I want to see with this deck. If I can't get a Farfetch'd down, I prefer actually having a Pidgey most of the time. I know I had that last game with Psyduck. I would rather swap in a Psyduck, well preferably I'd swap in a Golduck. And then I'd rather start with either a Pidgey or Farfetch'd, getting that collect off as soon as possible. Okay, I'm not too worried about Farfetch'd going down. If Farfetch'd goes down, I get a free swap into Blastoise. Okay, let's get the evolutions going. Let's get an Airmail going. I don't need energy at this stage of the game. Another Squirtle, who knows, maybe I can get a second Blastoise going. Okay, let's get an energy down onto Wartortle. I'm actually thinking I might want to pick up the KO. Because if I go into tackle, I'll be dealing. I just can't get the KO out. I don't want to take unnecessary damage on the body, so I'd rather go for the collect. Because I don't want him to be playing to get an Ember off. Oh, there's a second Blastoise, so if I can get another Wartortle out, this is going to be a great game. So yeah, the idea there was I was considering bringing in the Wartortle, but considering I couldn't one-hit KO the Charmander, I don't want to risk taking damage on that body, because I wanted essentially late game to be a Blastoise, and considering Blastoise's Hydro Tackle already deals damage to himself, I don't want there to be an excessive amount of damage on this card. So I'd rather let my opponent... So the other thing is, I don't actually want to be using Blastoise against this Charmander. I would have actually really liked to have drawn a Golduck. Do I want a Copycat? So the logic is going for Copycat to get a Golduck, which would be a much better position at the moment, because using Blastoise against Charmander is quite a waste. But I'm then losing a Blastoise and I'm losing a Squirtle. Like a Squirtle doesn't really matter. You know what? Let's go for the Copycat. Let's see what happens. I've already got one Blastoise down. If I lose the second one at the moment, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I didn't end up getting it. That's a bit unfortunate, but I think it was worth the risk. Because if I was able to get a Golduck out there, I think that would have been a much better play. But getting Blastoise out this early is not what I really want to be seeing. Okay, let's start charging up the Psyduck and let's start charging up the Pidgeot. Because I've got enough energy for the Hydro Tackle either way. Because now unfortunately I'm sitting in the situation where... I actually forgot about that. Let's go for the Nest Ball. Doesn't really matter, I won't be using either one of them. Because I have so much energy, doesn't make a difference. Okay, let's go for Hydro Tackle. This is serious overkill. But if I'm able to get enough momentum going that my opponent can't do anything, then I'll be sitting quite pretty. Do you have a Rapidash in hand? Yeah. So my opponent's most likely going to be going for the agility play. And hopefully, if my opponent gets agility off, it is going to be a slightly awkward situation, because then I won't be able to take out Rapidash. And that is not what I want to be sitting at. So let's see. If my opponent gets agility off, I might actually swap out my Blastoise, because I don't want him sitting there taking extra damage. Okay, they didn't get it off, so I can take out the Rapidash. Okay, again, I don't need more energy. Airmail. I don't need either of this. Okay. As nice as it is having Cynthia down, I don't want to be seeing a Cynthia. I don't want to be seeing this hand. So let's get rid of this. There's nothing in that hand I mind losing. Again, I'm really digging for a Wartortle and I'm digging for a Golduck. Okay, I got the Wartortle. That's a good start. And I've got a Time Ball in my hand, which means I can hopefully bring out Blastoise. Yes, I can bring out Blastoise and I can bring out a Golduck. Now I'm happy. I've basically got all my win cons sitting on my bench. I don't think I can really have a stronger bench at this stage. Okay, let's get a powerful Squall out. Now the only thing is I need to keep track of the amount of cards I have left in my deck. Because I don't want to mull myself out by accident. Okay, I want to get the Golduck going and have him online, and I'll start charging up the Water Turtle. This is really the power of this deck. If you're able to get these Blastoises out early, you can have so much energy going. You can have so much energy online very quickly. Because I mean, this is the fourth turn of the game. I think this is the fourth turn, and I'm already sitting on 11 energy down the board, thanks to Blastoise's powerful Squall ability. This is a bit awkward. I'm going to be losing Blastoise here. I'm really hoping that Rapidash... Oh, okay, it didn't go for agility. Oh, it didn't have energy for agility. Okay, that is unfortunately Blastoise down. Again, it's not the end of the world, because I can bring in Golduck here. Because Golduck's Surf is more than enough damage to take out any of these 5 Pokemon. And I do have the Blastoise, and the nice thing is I have Brock's Grit, which means that all those cards that just went to my graveyard, my discard pile, sorry, can come all the way back. Which means I can have a chance of getting essentially a third Blastoise out, which I'm always okay with. Okay, let's get Airmail off, get some more draws going. There's the Blastoise. Okay, so now I just need to Squirtle and Wartortle again. I'm actually not going to evolve Pidgeot just yet. I don't really see a point of it. But I am going to go for the powerful Squall. Let's get as much energy out of my deck as possible. Again, always use this Pokemon power, so long as you're not going to mill yourself out. And the logic for that is that you don't want to be drawing into energies. I actually should have put that on the side deck. You don't want to be drawing into energies because they're essentially a dead draw. You'd much rather be drawing something you can use. And so long as you have enough cards in your deck, you may as well use that Pokemon ability. If you have a lot of energies in your hand, it's not the end of the world. The only time it'll be an issue is if your opponent's Pokemon deal damage or draw cards off the number of cards your opponent has in your hand. That's really the only worry you have. So my opponent's definitely playing on the back foot at the moment. I do feel sorry for my opponent at the moment. They're playing from a very difficult position. And again, it is a bit unfortunate that they're playing into a weakness. It's not a nice way to win, is when your opponent's playing into a weakness. Obviously, it's a nice advantage for you, and it does make easy wins. But it does feel a bit dirty. But again, it is part of Pokemon. So there's nothing here I really want to do. This goes to my hand, right? Yeah, let's go for the Pokemon Fan Club. Let's get some Squirtles going online. And now I'm only searching for a Wartortle. Okay, let's get Squirtle down. And let's keep this pressure going. Again, I don't remember if I did airmail there. Anyway, regardless. Again, keeping this pressure up is really important because you're keeping your opponent on the back foot. You're keeping them stressed. And those mind games really are important. So my opponent seems like they're getting really bad draws. Keeping those mind games up is really important because it's a very good advantage to you. Is if your opponent is stressed, if they're worried, and it is a big aspect of card games, and Pokemon is no exception to that, is that if you can keep your opponent in a bad frame of mind, you will have the advantage. There's the Wartortle. But again, it's something that is in any game, is that if you can keep yourself in the right mindset and if you can psych out your opponent, it makes the game that much easier. So this does look like it's going to be quite an easy game. Again, I'll sort of go Pokemon Fan Club to get cards out of my deck. Let's get the Pidgey. There's the Wartortle. I've got one Wartortle left in my deck. Hopefully he can come out, so make an appearance. Just so I can have the third Blastoise down. Okay, I've got an energy to spend. Let's just throw it down. There's no reason not to throw it down. This really is the power of this Blastoise, is you can have more energy than you can spend. And it really is fun. There's the Professor. Once you get Blastoise out of this deck, you shouldn't be stressed for energy. Sure, my opponent knows this game. Because the thing is, even with this Charizard carrying my Golduck, it doesn't matter because Blastoise comes in and closes the game. So, I hope that you've all enjoyed seeing Torrential Cannon. It is a great deck. It is a lot of fun. It's not a deck I enjoy playing. Again, I can't really tell you why. It's just, it doesn't really vibe for me. That being said, it is a great deck. It is a lot of fun. And we've had, of the 6 games, I think we've had 4 wins, counting this game. I think we've got 4 wins, 4 or 5 wins with it. So it can hold up very well on the Versus ladder. If you're looking for a water deck to pick up, and because you're tired of using the starter deck, I would highly suggest this Torrential Cannon. It has a great supporter card backbone to it, and it really runs well off of Golduck and Blastoise. They are your 2 key Pokemon with this deck. Again, Pidgeot is nice, and Pidgeot's nice to have in the back line, and especially having Pidgeotto out for the ML is great to have in the backfield, but this deck revolves around having this Blastoise and the Golduck getting online. So do your best to keep those Pokemon and those Pokemon families online with this deck, do 140 damage. And you should do quite well. Okay, I really do hope you enjoyed seeing me play with the Torrential Cannon. I had a lot of fun, I hope you had a lot of fun. And again, let me know what decks you want to see. The whole purpose of these videos is to showcase the different theme decks before you buy them, to see if they're going to be right for you. And it is always fun playing through all of them and seeing how many of them I can collect. It would be great to own all the theme decks. I do somehow doubt that'll be the case. Let's see what's actually in that box. So we're on a win streak of 3 so far. We're getting along here quite nicely. Again, I might play some games offline just to boost us to end up actually getting the rewards this season. But let's see how it goes. I must say, I really do wish this game was available on Android. I know it's available on tablets, but unfortunately it's not available on phones. And that to me is quite a disappointment. And sadly is I don't see them going for it and spending more money on producing this game, because then I don't see them getting a lot of capital out of this game, other than marketing. Okay, got a Fisherman. Not exactly a fantastic box, but sometimes you can get a lot of Pokecoins from that. So, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really does help me out. And again, let me know what you want to see. I'm happy playing with basically any of these theme decks. I do enjoy playing with them. They're a lot of fun. So let me know what deck you want to be seeing next. And yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.